Alright guys, got another mixed coin hunt. I got out to a couple other banks a lot earlier than I thought I would, but after my last mixed hunt, which was a great hunt, I got the West Point, I got a Silver Dime, and I got a few older foreigns. So I was really pumped to get to some more coins, but I didn't think I was going to get out to the bank any other time that week, but I actually ended up getting out to the bank very next day. So the only concern I have for these coins is I got this in an area where when you get custom wrap stuff, there's a good chance you get searched coin, and a lot of these custom wrap rolls are the same type of roll. So I'm nervous, at least for the smaller denominations. Like I'm nervous for the dimes and the nickels. The pennies, I at least have 10 machine wrapped rolls, which was machine wrapped penny rolls are like gold right now because I can't get boxes anymore. And, the funny thing about this is the first bank I went to, I actually got really excited for a minute because they were like, oh yeah, we have a box of pennies, but it turned out it ended up being a searched one. So that's kind of why I'm scared for the nickels. I have not had good luck with custom wrap nickels at this area. So I'm really kind of nervous for those, as well as the dimes and the pennies. Mainly the nickels and dimes, though, because that's all custom wrap. The quarters look good, though. We got all machine wrapped quarters at both banks, surprisingly. We got $220 right there, and then a small myriad of dollar coins and half dollars. I did see one NIFC in the dollar coins, and then we also have one roll there. So yeah, it's a pretty even mix. We got 220 quarters, about $50 with the nickels, $100 with the dimes, and a little less than $20 with the pennies. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get through the loose stuff first, as well as that roll, and then I'll switch back and start with the pennies and work my way up and finish with the quarters. All right, let's get into it. Alright, so went through all the loose stuff, and here's that NIFC that I was showing y'all. Right there. I'm not sure how the camera's focusing today, not very well. Franklin D. Roosevelt. So, in a very small amount of dollars, we did get an NIFC, 2014 Denver. This is going to be a focusing issue today. Alright, and then I did see kind of a nice bicentennial, but I'm not going to keep that. Those are pretty common to find, even in good shape. Two Susan B. Anthony's, nothing there, and then I'll get into this. Well, hopefully this is good news for the pennies. I'm only a couple rolls in. I apologize for all the noise around. It's a really windy day today, but it's also really hot. So combine those two things, you get blinds that are moving all over the place. Anyway, so maybe these pennies might provide something. Hopefully this isn't any sort of jinx. And I just got like one find early on, but we got a Wheatie, and despite the grossness of these coins, it looks like it's in decent shape. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh wow, look at that. That is something that I don't see very often. 1955S, and if you don't know, 55S is the actually the lowest minted wheat penny in the 1950s. So that's actually a pretty cool find. I'll take that. Decent copper too. So, hopefully the dirty rolls will pay off. Alright, a couple rolls later, I got a Canadian right here. And same type of roll, but these ones don't look nearly as dirty. Copper. Alright. Canadian. 1968, a little bit older. Alright, let's, I don't see anything else, but, we'll keep going. Alright, well, it's been kind of slow since that first wheat penny. In another roll, I did get another Canadian, 1979, but I got that foreign right there. I don't know how that fit into a roll. It's like the size of a nickel. And I recognize it to be from the Philippines. 25 Centimo from 1995, and this is the one that has the two-year thing on it. So yeah, it's about the size of a nickel. So crazy that fit in there. And then right behind it, there's another Canadian. 75. All right, I'm gonna stack these actually. All right, last few coins. Oh, there you go. There's another Canadian stuck right to the end of that copper. All right, let's see if we can break this. Ugh, man, that is gross. Another 79. All right, let's keep going. All right, next roll. Finally got another Wheatie as well as another Canadian from 1981. It is very, very dirty though. Oof. That is tough. I think it's a 46. 46D. I'll have to take a look at that. But either way, Wheat Penny number 2. And honestly, I didn't think we were going to get anything in these rolls, so I'm happy that we're getting some finds. At least in the custom wrap rolls. We still have 10 machine wrapped rolls and then about another 10 custom wrapped. Alright, I'm into the machine wrap rolls and I'm on roll 3. The first of the machine wrap rolls, I got another Canadian from 91. But I didn't see that Wheat Penny until I got into it. Right here. It's in decent shape, actually. Got a 1953 out of San Francisco. So finally a Wheat Penny in decent condition. Just checking the rest of this roll here. Yep. I don't see anything else, but we'll keep going. Alright, I got another Wheatie. I only got 3 more rolls to go, but it was another date side up one. And we have 1952 out of Denver. It's kind of worn. Man, if I saw it by the back, I'd actually think it was old. But still, Wheat Penny number 4, and if that is a 1946, second oldest of the hunt. Alright, I'm on the very first roll of nickels, and I got one that's an S-mint there, so it's definitely older, and 2 more Canadian pennies. We got a 73 and a 2001, so quite the stack of Canadians in the pennies. Unfortunately, only 4 Wheat Pennies though, but I am happy with that 55S. That's kind of cool. So, but we got an S-mint in here, so it is going to be at least semi-old. Yeah, 1941. All right, 1941, and nice 64. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys. Well, this was pretty dang surprising. Oh wow, I'm in the very next roll, and I dumped it out, and I was going through most of the roll. And look at what's peeking out at me, guys. We got a Buffalo in a custom wrap roll. In rolls that I totally didn't think would produce much. Again, I gotta stop underestimating it. And it's got a date, too. 1929. Oh, and a mint mark. 1929D. Look at that, guys. I used to find Buffalo nickels in custom wrap rolls pretty dang often, but it seems like over the last maybe year or 2 years, I really haven't found any. So to actually find 2 or 3 Buffalo nickels this year in custom wrap rolls, that's pretty dang awesome. So awesome. Holy cow, I did not think that was going to be one of the finds. That is a great coin. And it's awesome because I was gonna pick up my nickel box order today, and the box did not come in, so I got a Buffalo anyway. Yeah, super unexpected find. Wow, 1929D. It's got a little bit of damage on the front, but overall, it's actually not that bad. So yeah, I'll take it. Let's keep going. All right, very next roll, got another 1941 right here. Out of Denver. So got a few oldies on the board. Let's keep going. Alright, got another 40s. No 50s as of yet. We got a 1948 out of Philly. So, all 40s and back. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, I'm getting close to being done with the nickels. I have 4 more rolls left, and I had a couple other finds and a couple other rolls that probably should have brought you in on. Got a 1958 out of Denver. Right there, 58. And then a 1948, another one, out of Philly. But in this roll, got a Canadian here. 1984, so not 99% nickel. But it's another find, and we'll keep going. Alright guys, wow, this is actually really cool. I'm on the second to last roll. There's one that looks old right here, which I actually just noticed as I turned the camera on. 59D. But I dumped the roll out and I saw that one, which kind of looked yellowish. So I was about to look at it, but then I saw the date. There's a reason why it's yellowish. But look at this, guys. Look at the condition of this war nickel. Hold on. Yeah, this is a war nickel. 1945 Denver. Look at the condition on that. Holy cow. I totally didn't realize it was a war nickel. It's in really good shape. I'd say it's probably in AU condition. I don't think it's quite mint state. But I would definitely say this is probably in AU condition. That is awesome. That is awesome. And there's only been one other war nickel that I found that's been similar condition, and ironically, it was also a 1945. It was actually an Ender, believe it or not. But yeah, that is a really nice war nickel. That's probably one of the nicest war nickels I've ever found. Holy cow! And it was just sitting in the roll just like that, kind of like that. That is awesome. Only second to last roll of nickels, and we got a silver as well. That is awesome. Awesome. Alright, we got one more roll, and then we'll be moving on to the dimes. Alright, I've gone through most of the dimes. I did get one more find in the nickels. It was in the very last roll, but it was a 50s, so I just kind of held on to it. It was a 52 Philly. But I got a foreign here in this roll. Canadian. Yep. Canadian dime from 1981. So, not too crazy, but we did get a foreign. And, I'll take it. Alright guys, well, dimes continue to be great. Oh my god, this is awesome. I only have 5 more rolls to go, but I dumped out that roll, and I saw that right there. I don't know if you can see it. Right there, third one from the left. We got silver. It's kind of tarnished. It's got a Denver mint. 1954. Oop. We got silver. That is awesome. I apologize for the lighting. The weather is crazy today, and so it's got that blinds effect on the desk. I apologize for that. But we got silver. 2 hunts back to back that we got silver and dimes. That is awesome. And man, I was over here saying I didn't think these rolls were going to produce very much. I mean, who knows? We still have the quarters. The quarters could be absolutely terrible, but we're already having a really good hunt so far, and we got silver. All right, let's keep going. All right, so we finished with all those rolls, and yeah, that means we went through all of those quarters and didn't find anything. Man, I don't know. I get machine wrap quarters just haven't been hitting lately. I don't know what it is, but I feel like at least the last 3 batches of machine wrap quarters I haven't gotten anything. So I mean, it's been a while since machine wrap quarters have provided, and I don't know the last time I've gotten uncirculated quarters. So pretty much any time, I'd say maybe even within the last year, all the machine wrapped has been circulated, so I don't know what gives. I don't know why machine wrapped quarters haven't been produced. And I mean, it was $220, which doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get something good, but it had just been a while, and I thought, them being machine wrapped, it being over $200, I was hoping, but man, we got nothing out of that batch. I didn't pull anything out, not even any side finds. So that was a rough way to end it, but it was still a really good hunt. And what's funny is at the beginning I was kind of talking about how, I was like, I was making a prediction like the quarters might do good, but I was kind of concerned for the rest of the denominations because most of it was custom wrapped and most of it was the same type. Ironically, the custom wrapped rolls are what gave us pretty much all the good finds. So it was actually the quarters that didn't really produce anything, and it was these rolls that actually produced a few things. So I'll start with the pennies. So we got a various little stack of Canadians. All these ones are copper. This one isn't. All right, there we got that nickel-sized foreign coin, which I don't know how it made it into a penny roll, but it's a 1995 Philippines coin, 25 centimo. And then also in the pennies we got what is, I confirmed, it's a 46D. We got a 52D, 53S, and then definitely the best find of the pennies. A date I don't find too much. I'd say I find like a total of 3 or 4 of these every year, but it's not. I mean, other than kind of some of the dirtiness, unfortunately, this was in one of those rolls that had a lot of dirty pennies, so it's not in the best shape. But other than that, it clearly had some luster at some point, and it's a 55S. So again, as I said, it's still a 50s, and it's still, I think, a little under 50 million. But for a 50s wheat penny, that's not too common to find, and people don't find the 55S's a lot, so that's a pretty good find. As for dimes, it's pretty simple there. We got the 1981 Canadian, and dimes did provide again. I don't know, I can't say enough good things about how dime rolls have been this year. Dime rolls have Coinstar hasn't been that great, but the last couple years Coinstar hasn't been that great. But I don't know. I can't say enough good things about dime rolls lately. They have been kicking. And even as you guys know, even though I got that roll with 15 silver dimes in it, even aside from that, I feel like every other dime hunt is giving me a silver. And I don't want to jinx that, but yeah, we got another one today, a 1954D. So dimes have been doing awesome lately. As for the nickels, one from 59, one from 58, one from 52? I think 52. Two from 48, two from 41. We got that one 1984 Canadian. Sorry, we zoomed out. And then I'll get to the 2 best nickel finds. And as you guys know, we had that NIFC that we got in the beginning. And the 2 best nickel finds. That Buffalo, which was super unexpected. I mean, it really did come out of the blue. Yeah, crazy. And as I said, we didn't have any machine wrap rolls, but in a custom wrap roll, mind you. So, 1929 Denver. I'll have to look at the mintage and see if that's more rare. I don't think it is, but another Buffalo to the tons of Buffalo nickels that I found this year. Mainly thanks to boxes, but I have occasionally been finding them in custom wrap rolls. And then, probably my favorite find, just because of the condition. And just like with dimes, nickels have also been doing fantastic with silver. But this is probably my favorite find just because it's just so rare to find silver nickels in this kind of condition. Usually when you find silver nickels, they're really worn. I mean, most coin roll hunters who find silver nickels know what I'm talking about. They're really worn. They got a really weird appearance. This one is, I would say, in about AU. I would say it's in AU condition. And it is incredibly, considering the reputation war nickels have to be really worn all the time, getting one with this much detail, let alone luster, is insane. So that's probably my favorite find. Followed it up by the Buffalo nickel, probably, because I love finding those, and obviously the silver dime. So Despite the quarters, we did good, and I'm happy that Mixed Hunts are continuing to produce, and it's kind of nice, like, after getting the news that I'm not going to be able to hunt, or at least my main branch, but probably other banks too, that I'm not going to be able to hunt penny boxes anymore. It's nice that other coins are still having my back and still producing good things. So I will take it. Another silver, couple silvers to the year, another Buffalo nickel on the year. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.